everybody, this is MJ the Sailor. How are you all? Hello. Welcome back, and this is MJ the Sailor. Nothing changed. Still MJ the Sailor. For those people who are new on this channel, this blog dedicated on giving you the best guides, update, news, FYI, and travel around the world. I believe on experiences over things and doing more with less. This channel also aims to enlighten, inform, entertain, to educate, empower, and inspire seafarers, especially those soon to be a seafarer and the aspiring seafarer. For today's video, I'm gonna share to you a press release from the International Chamber of Shipping that the shipping industry demands vaccine priority for seafarers. On this video, we are able to answer why seafarer and frontline maritime shore worker at the head of the vaccine queue, benefits of vaccinating those seafarers, to adopt a resolution that calls for all countries around the world to designate seafarer as a key workers. Before I start, just a few information about International Chamber of Shipping. The ICS, or International Chamber Shipping, is the global trade association for ship owner and operators, representing the world national ship owner associations and over 80% of the world merchant fleet. ICS has members from around 40 countries. Our membership comprises national ships owner associations, through which structure ICS uniquely and legitimately speaks for and represents the significant majority of the international shipping. Our national member association represents shipping companies from all sectors of the ship owner community. These include dry bulk carriers, oil tankers, chemical tankers, gas carriers, container ships, general cargo ships, offshore support vessels, and passenger ships. Interesting. That's good to know. And moving on, I'm gonna read to you the press release last January 19, 2021 from the International Chamber of Shipping. The International Chamber of Shipping is leading calls for government to put seafarer and frontline maritime shore worker at the head of the vaccine queue and to designate seafarers as key workers to avoid a repeat of the 2020 crew change crisis. ICS is demanding that governments who are once again restricting travel as a reaction to the new COVID-19 mutations recognize the vital role seafarers play in the global supply chain. The shipping industry knows that healthy and vaccinated seafarers are critical in keeping nations supplied with vital goods. Increasingly in 2021, this will include medical supplies such as syringe and the personal protective equipment (PPE) required as part of the rollout of COVID-19 vaccines. However, COVID-19 related restrictions have forced hundreds of thousands of workers to overrun their contracts, raising concern over ship safety, crew fatigue, and access to health care. Seafarers are currently being severely impacted by crew change crisis, with some approaching 2 years stuck at sea. With limited support from national governments, there is real concern that under new restrictions, this number will rapidly increase rather than reduce. That makes sense, isn't it? The spread of new variant of COVID-19 in Brazil, South Africa, and in the UK is contributing to stricter crew change restrictions globally. The Philippines for example, has expanded its temporary crew change ban for 35 countries, barring foreign seafarers from disembarking at Philippine ports. The UK is banning travelers from South America, and the USA has also toughened its entry requirements. This is part of a wider global retrenchment around ease of travel, which is shipping industry fear could result in hundreds of thousands of seafarers becoming the collateral damage of government inaction. To guarantee the safety of its labor force, the shipping industry and bodies including ICS are united in calling on the wider supply chain to take action and support seafarers immediately. The average ship has a mix of at least 3 nationalities on board and sometimes as many as 30. This fact makes the possibility of vaccinating by nationality, which is the current model of vaccine distribution, challenging. Priority access to vaccines for all seafarers and clear vaccine passport protocol in line with the WHO World Health Organization recommendations is seen as vital to the maintenance of global trade. Prior to the ILO's ruling in December 2020, the UN General Assembly adopted a resolution that calls for all countries around the world to designate seafarers as key workers. Pope Francis also voiced his concern for the 400,000 stranded seafarers by urging government to do all they can to end the crew change crisis. While more than 40 countries have so far recognized seafarers as key workers, the majority of seafaring nations have not, creating growing demand from within industry for new solutions to the issue of vaccine distributions before the humanitarian crisis facing seafarers gets any worse. The benefits of vaccinating those responsible for transporting the vaccine and the PPE around the world should be obvious. Governments must classify seafarers as key workers and give them priority access to the vaccine, as the inability to rotate crews from their ships frees the passage of the critical medical materials needed for the global vaccination effort. If we want to maintain global trade, seafarers must not be put to the back of the vaccine queue. Governments will not be able to inject their citizens without the shipping industry, or most importantly, our seafarers. Commented by Mr. Platten, Secretary General of the International Chambers of Shipping. Mga ka-sailor, the content of the press release of the ICS is well done and it's really true. The government will not be able to inject their citizens without the shipping industry. So, the seafarers should not be on the queue with the vaccines. Seafarers, they are the ones responsible for transporting the vaccines and the PPE, which are very essentials nowadays. How about you? What is your reaction? What is your comment? Please comment down below. Oh, mga ka-sailor, thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope you found this video helpful. Remember to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye!